The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
If you would, open us up with a statement about LR.
Well, LR is an interesting football team right now. They've looked really good against Tusculum and then did not look good last week. So I don't know. They're in transition time, and I think they got personnel. They're capable. And I know he's a good football coach, and I got a great coaching staff, and so it makes you really nervous, when play well, maybe not play as well as they wanted to, play well. Yeah, that's the cycle that you worry about, and so, but they'll give us a challenge because of their LR. They've been good. They've been a good football team. Beat us 4 in a row. Mm-hmm. So, and I don't think that's ever happened in history around here, getting beat 4 in a row.
Consecutive seasons. Not in consecutive seasons.
So here we are, and we need to play well against them.
They have a freshman running back, Nelson Brown, who has the 7th highest rushing total in Division II this season. What makes him, they call him the bus, what makes him bus-like?
Well, he's big and strong and fast. He's a good football player, and he's dangerous, very dangerous. And I know I didn't know he's 7th in the nation, but that's pretty heady stuff right there. He's doing something right.
You talked about the 4 straight losses. How do you make sure that doesn't weigh on the team's mind in this game?
That's in the past. We can't live in the past. We got to go with who we are right now, and this is a different team. And the ones that have been here through some of that know that we gotten beaten twice on our mistakes toward the end of the ball game, and so we just gotta go play.
What is the hallmark of Coach Keller's team here in his first year as he tries to transition it from the triple option to something more resembling spread? Well,
I think it's the same thing. There's adjustments, and anytime there's a coaching change, there's adjustments in a lot of different areas, and the way you communicate with your team, and the way you approach game preparation, and the way you are doing X's and O's. And I'm not sure X's and O's is the most important thing, but it's a transition period that he'll get better every week for him. And I think the thing that we're concerned about is this the week that they get a whole lot better. We hope that we can just line up and play our game, and and not worry too much about them. But I'm sure it's in our mind of our kids some, that we're playing Lenoir-Rhyne that has had more success against us than anybody in recent years. So we got to get ready to play.
You made some steps against Mars Hill. What's the next step to take for Carson-Newman as a program?
Just like everybody else, improvement, better blocking and tackling. And better urgency, better 11 people doing their job every play. And we went the first 3 ball games, and I'm not sure we had any plays where all 11 people did their job. This past game we had some, not enough. Still had 12 missed tackles, still did not grade out offensively. And so, we got a long way to go. And we're still hot and cold. We'll play well in some series, and some series we look like we've never been coached. So it's just a matter of us growing and us developing who we are. I still don't really know this team, to be honest with you. I know the kids, and I love them. But as a team, I still don't know who we are. And we're still trying to get that one figured out.
With 4 interceptions last week, how do you think that the dynamic in the defensive backfield is progressing with 2 freshmen and 2 seniors?
Say it to me one more time, I'm sorry.
With 4 interceptions last week, how do you think that the defensive backfield is progressing to this point in the year with 2 freshmen and 2 seniors in the starting lineup?
Well, I think we're making some progress. And, you know, we led the nation in the wrong way there for 3 weeks. 1 turnover for 3 ball games. And then last week come out with 4 more, and that, you know, that was tremendous and helpful, and thank you, Lord. And and the fact that 2 of them was by freshmen and 2 of them by seniors, that's kind of interesting. You're right. And that's a combination we got right now defensively. We got a few veteran guys and a whole bunch of freshmen. We started 5 freshmen Saturday, and on defense, and so it's an interesting combination.
On the offensive side of the ball, obviously you've had a great deal of success throwing the football. I remember at the beginning of the year, there were some people that said that the wide receiver group was maybe as deep as it had been in a while. How do you think that you were doing distributing the football amongst all the talent on the outside?
Well, we're not throwing it for enough percentage. We're dropping some passes and we're running the wrong patterns, just like Saturday. We got 2 completions off of miss execution, which thank you, but that's not going to do that. It's not going to work. You gotta get what you earn, and so we got to continue to improve in those areas, and hopefully we will, and hopefully we will be a improving football team, but we like our wide receivers. We think they're a talented group. We think that we got some speed there, we got some talent there, and they'll continue to come along.
With the inconsistent play on the offensive line at times this year, at least in your eyes, the staple point being the 2 seniors, Austin Lewis and Dan Gallman. Dan's coming back from injury. He hasn't been a full go, but Austin Lewis has been that guy week in and week out that you can rely on to lead those group of guys on the offensive line. What can you say about him as a person and as a player? What does he bring to the offense?
Well, Austin Lewis is a special person and has overcome a lot of things to be a good football player, and had not played well up until last week. Played a whole lot better until about the 75th snap. We snapped the ball 110 times last week on offense, and I know the record says 100, but we had penalties, and so we snapped it 110 times, and that's unheard of. And in that heat, it was amazing what some of the kids did. But Austin weakened a little bit toward the end, and I did too. So me and him are common brothers right now. We weakened as it got tougher, and but thank you that I'm thankful that he's a man of character, and he's a guy that will find a way to get it done.
You have a lot of experience on the coaching staff. One in particular, Tony Iruli, has over 35 years of coaching experience. Has been a head coach, a coordinator. What does he bring to the staff in general and to the players on the football team?
Well, he's a guy that's for years has had to see the big picture, of being a head coach, and so he helps me with his perspective from a head coaching background, and it's fun to see what Tony has allowed the Lord to do in his life. A lot of times when we get Tony's age, we get set in our ways, but he's still a learner, he's still a grower, he's still fun to be around as a coach, and he really needs to be a head coach someplace. That's the kind of talent that he's got, and I hope one of these days that door will open for him.
LR's quarterback is the coach's kid. Been a while since you went against one of those. The last one that comes to mind is Mark Rick's son over at Mars Hill. What challenges are there in going against a quarterback who is the son of a coach?
Well, probably has a pretty good background of being a coach on the field, and a coach on the field is fun at any position, but especially at quarterback. And so I'm sure that that's a plus for the head coach at this time.
Defensively, they run a 4-2-5. I can't think of the last time he faced off against one of those. What does
Can't tell.
What does a 4-2-5 do?
4-2-5, no different than a 4-3 with adjustments or a 5-2 with adjustments. You know, it don't matter too much now what you call your defense. You're going to be so you got to have so much variety to line up in different looks, or you'll get your lunch eaten. And so that, you know, they'll be basically like some other teams that we've played that will be jumping in different looks, and we'll have to be ready to adjust to go against it.